everybody, it's John from the App Review Zone with another review of an app called Govberg OnTime. So this is the Govberg OnTime app. This is an app created for Govberg Jewelers. I believe they're out of Pennsylvania, and they specialize in selling watches. In fact, they've been selling watches for over 100 years. More than most people watching this video right now have been alive. All right, so they know when it comes to watches, they know what they're talking about. So instead of being all kinds of stuffy and just selling watches the way they've always done it, they decided to get on the bandwagon and try out the smartwatch or smartphone market and make themselves an app. In fact, they made themselves two apps, an iOS app and an Android app. So I'm running this on my iPhone, but I could just as easily be running it on an Android phone or a tablet. So this is the Watch News page. On this page, you get to see a bunch of news stories. If you'll notice at the top of the page, there are categories. These are organizational categories. So the first one is My Feed. When you first start this app, you're asked to choose different categories of how you like to use watches, as well as different brands that you like. So I did that, and these are watch articles based on those choices. I believe, yes. So you can set your preferences here. If after you've made them, you can do it again. There we go. Now we're back. So the all news category is just that, all the news, not sorted or organized by anything. Brands. So these are sorted by brands. So they're in alphabetical order. So you got Lang and Son. I can't even say some of these. You have Ball. You got Bell and Ross. I'm sure if I scroll down to the R's, you'll find Rolex. I mean, these are all sorts of different watch brands. Casio. Finally, a watch I could probably afford. So after that is categories. So these are different categories. Aviation, classic, diving. You get the point. It's different categories of articles based on watches within that category. So the next is sources. So each of these articles comes from different sources. This app is kind of an aggregator of sorts. It just pulls in all these feeds about watches from different sources. These are the articles arranged by source in alphabetical order. All right. So this is the Watch News page. You can click on one of these articles and it'll take you to the news article. You can like it, save it, you can export it, you can share it if you want. It's pretty cool. This is your search page. All right, so let's say I searched for Movado, okay, because I know that is a brand of watch. I'm kind of partial to those. I think they're cool looking. All right, so this is a Movado Bold 42 millimeter quartz. It tells you the secondary market analysis. This page is so cool. Kind of tells you through the last couple of years, how it's gone, the value's gone up and down. It tells you the private party value. That's how much you would probably be worth if you were selling it or buying it from a private party. Data strength. How strong is this value? Is it pretty reliable? 90%. So then it tells you recent market sales. You can think of this like a real estate agent pulls comps when you're buying a house. This is similar to that. If you keep scrolling, these are watch details, related articles about Movado watches, and related listings of Movado watches. Let's say you're looking at this one and you said, oh, I might not want that one. I want something else. There you go. So this next page is your shopping app. You can literally shop for brand new timepieces here. Obviously, if you're Mr. Got Rocks, you can buy that $24,500 watch. I probably will be passing on that one. It's Christmas. I can't afford that. I can only afford, well, let's just not even talk about it. It's sad. All right. So, anyways, these are all the different brands that you can shop. You can shop by price. See that under 1,000 price? Yeah, that's the button I would be tapping. All right. So it talks about why their brand, why choose Govberg, about the brands that they sell, shipping, retail locations. All very helpful for the Govberg watch company. All right. Let's see. You can also sell and trade watches here. So if you have a piece you want to sell, tap on one of these, put the information in, and you sell it. And you know how much the value is because you probably searched for it on the search page to find what the secondary market is. Very clever how they put those two things together, don't you think? Yeah. So next, this is your watch box. So let's say you got about 7 or 8 watches because you're a collector and you want, oh, by the way, you love that spiffy picture I put in there? Oh, yeah. I'm all sorts of sexy. But anyways, let's say you got 7 or 8 watches you want to sell. So you put them in the watch box and it gives you an estimated value on those watches. Then you can sell those watches and you can show this app to somebody and say, I got these watches for sale if anybody's interested, and or you can take it to, I don't know, where watch collectors go or jewelry stores, people who buy and sell watches, and you've got this app, you can show it to them and then you bring it in and you sell it and you make some money. Let's see. That is, oh yeah, there's up in the upper left-hand corner, there's like a little tab, little gear for your settings. Let's go back here. I just want to make sure there's nothing else I've missed. No, that's pretty much it. By the way, pay no attention to the lack of response on some of these photos. My Wi-Fi is doggedly slow. It's terrible. So that's probably part of the reason why some of them are not filling in. But I ran this on the regular 4G network, and it ran flawlessly. So overall, I think this app looks great. I think this app has a ton of information on collectible watches that anyone who collects watches would love. Anyone who's interested in watches in general will probably love this app. And if you're a fan of Govberg, you'd also probably like this app. One of the things that I've been, worried about is that on my review, on my site, you can see that I give a lot of people 4 and 5-star reviews. It may look like I'm kind of an easy mark when it comes to reviews, but the bottom line is I base my reviews on how the app works, does it do what it's supposed to do, and is it an app that its intended audience would like. If I'm part of that intended audience, then I judge it based on do I like it. But if I don't like it, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad app. It just means that I personally don't like it. Well, if I'm not the intended audience, why would it? Now, this particular app, I'm probably not the intended audience. I like the app for what it represents, something kind of cool, and it looks cool, and it's well made, and for that, I give it 5 stars all day. But would I go out of my way to get this app for myself? No, because I'm not going to buy $25,000 watches. I'm just not. But there are people out there who will, and they probably would love this app. So I would definitely recommend this app for anyone looking to collect watches, and that's all I got to say about it. So if you like this review, subscribe to our channel. We're going to do reviews like this on a more regular basis. If you got any ideas for apps you want to hear about, or if maybe there's a list of apps you want me to talk about, drop me a line on my Gmail at the appreviewzone@gmail.com. Also, definitely give it a thumbs up if you like it, because I know YouTube likes it when you give thumbs up. So that's cool. So until next time, this is John from the App Review Zone, and we'll talk to you later.